Good morning. This is Manuel Fernandez with the Blackboard support team at the University of Houston downtown with another quick tutorial for how to make modifications to your class due to the weather-related delays to the start of the semester. So this tutorial will deal with how to make modifications to exams and particularly exceptions. Since we already covered the date management tutorial, you can check that on our YouTube page. I will also be going over how to make testability exceptions for students. Now, this doesn't have to apply to everybody. If everybody in your class was affected by the weather or by Harvey, then it might be better to just open the exam for the entire class. But if only a few people are able to or unable to take the exam at the given date, we'll have the ability to click on the edit test options and make particular exceptions for only a select group of individuals. So once you click on edit the test options, you'll go into the options area. And right as you scroll down, you'll see the test availability exceptions. Here you can add a user or group of people that have or need the exception for them to take the exam. So I'm going to click on add user or group. And then from my limited list of students, I'm gonna select, say, 2 students and click submit. And once I've done that, I have the ability to make any changes. So anything that you have active in the exam area. So if you have a timer or you have a display after and display until date, there will also show in the exceptions area. So for example, if the student is supposed to only get one attempt, but they took it and they lost electricity, a multiple attempt might be good enough to let them retake the exam, and you can just choose to grade the highest graded attempt. Now, if the student is having slow internet speeds, you could go ahead and select to increase the timer for the exam. So if it takes a long time for pages to load on their internet, you might choose to increase from 45 minutes to 90 minutes on their exam. If this student cannot take the exam for the next couple days or next couple weeks because they're not anywhere near a computer, you can choose to give this particular student a change in dates. So I can select to move this from the 4th, for example, all the way to the 14th to give them a couple days for them to get get settled and be able to access the exam and take it. Now, once I make those changes, I'm going to click save, and then I'm also go ahead and click submit, and that will make sure that those changes take effect. And the students will now have that exception for the particular individuals. They'll have the exception, and they can take the test at either a later time or with specific features increase, like the timer. Now, again, if all your students were affected and they're not able to access the exam at the time, it might be better to just modify the date to a different time altogether. So if I click on edit the test options, instead of going to the exceptions area, I would just go ahead and modify this display after and display until date from say September from September 1st, hold on a second. From September 1st, I can move this to 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, and make the same change on the display until. So I will close the display until and make it so it's available weeks later. I'm gonna go ahead and click submit, and that change will take effect. And any exam that is available will have a color in the icon. It will show that this is available for students. So signing off again, this is Manuel Fernandez from the Blackboard support team at the University of Houston downtown. Have a good day.